The most difficult thing to stop competition was the fact that I didn't know what to do else. I knew that I wanted to start a career as a coach to train kids and to pass on my experiences, but I didn't know how I got involved in climbing. But actually, I did many things on rock and it works, and so I can combine both. Competitions are very good because you learn how to deal with life, you learn how to struggle against something, and it teaches a lot for you that you can need in your whole life, also in other parts. Yeah, of course, sometimes competitions are very hard, and yeah, it's maybe not always an advantage for everybody. Yeah, you have to struggle, and there are also sometimes maybe athletes get harmed from it. It's not always funny when you're competing. There are sometimes some rivals, maybe you don't get on well, and yeah, I had not a really good experience with one father of a daughter, for example. This was a really hard time of my life, and also my shoulder injury. It's, yeah, sometimes competition demands a lot of you. The competition thing has changed a lot from the facilities that the countries have now to train. They follow on better training facilities. They have more trainers, and athletes I think they are younger and stronger, and yeah, it's good to see that there is progress. The main level maybe is not hasn't become that bigger, but the the titan that so many competitors have the same level or fight against at the same level has improved. I think the most important thing is that you should like what you do, and you should have the passion. Otherwise, I think it's very hard to get your best. My life has changed a lot since I'm not competing anymore. I have more time for myself. I can decide when I want to train, where I want to climb, and that in fact I am not an athlete anymore. I have changed my side, so I have to think around what needs an athlete and what I can do for an athlete. So it's really different, and it's a great challenge. I still train myself, but not structured by plan. I train belonging to my feeling, what I need, and especially on rock, the route I want to climb. Yeah, it's very hard to combine both competition and rock climbing. So yeah, it's not that easy to have many women who can combine it, and to find women who maybe there's a lack of confidence that they can really climb hard. That's also the fact in my situation. What can I really do? Because there are not so many women who show me what's possible. It's a bit different from men because they show each other what's possible. For me, it's also very important to travel around and to enjoy all the climbing around, not just focus on hard sport climbing routes, but it's also important to have traveling, to know other friends, and so I don't know what future brings, and I hope that many women get into this part as well. I also want to relax sometimes, so I don't know what I want, because I want to experience a lot of things, to travel around, to follow my interests, because this was missing all the time. I had school and competition, so I don't know what the future brings. I'm interested in all the things, but yeah, it needs time, it needs the right partner, so it's not really easy to follow the things you really want to do. I was really impressed that I could try so hard routes on rock, because it's always a question of self-confidence and of the thing you can do. And yeah, I had some people who encouraged me to try some hard routes, and I worked on them. Maybe on the hardest than I know in the hometown Imst, where I live, or the Zauberfee here in Arco. Yeah, and there were the first routes, the first hard routes I did, and they gave me a lot. The most difficult route that I have ever climbed was Hades in Nazareth. It's a really powerful one with a lot of endurance you need and really technical in some parts. So I think it's not that easy to climb. And also Zauberfee. Zauberfee is the same style but easier. I am quite impressed that Zauberfee didn't need so much attempts, and also not Hades. I can't count 20 attempts. It's not always good to push the young children too early, because the body, the mind, and nature needs time to develop, and I think the young kids should get this time to grow up and to develop, and then when they are ready they should start with hard training. I try to tell them that they have to listen to their body, that they don't harm them, because the body and the mind is the most important thing you have to take in your life, and especially that there should be passion and fun all the time when you do something. Even though sometimes training is frustrating and everything, but you should know what you are doing it for. I don't know the situation from other children, because it depends when they started, what routes they started, and if they followed many years very well balanced easy climbing or well balanced climbing, then I think it's okay. But when they are forced into very hard climbing too early, maybe it can harm the body.